If you live in Scottsdale or the greater Phoenix area and you're wondering what will happen with the housing market in 2023, keep watching. My name is Laura Jewett, and I'm your local realtor with the Inspired Living Real Estate Collective at Platinum Living Realty. I specialize in helping homeowners in Scottsdale and Paradise Valley sell their home at or above asking price, and frequently in less than 30 days, so they can move into a home that meets their current needs and improve their quality of life without having to worry about a thing. And in today's video, I'm going to give you an overview of what experts are projecting for the housing market in 2023, so that you can use this knowledge to crush your housing goals in 2023. So without further delay, let's answer the big question that everyone is asking. What will happen with the housing market in 2023? As we enter another year of uncertainty for the housing market, there's one big question on everyone's minds right now. Will the housing market follow the same trajectory, or will it start to heat up again? In today's market, one of the most powerful tools we have is knowledge. So let's take a deep dive into the latest housing market projections for 2023, so you have the knowledge and confidence to crush your housing goals this year. The past year has been full of volatility and misleading information about what's happening or what's going to happen in real estate. Beginning the year with the same momentum seen in the prior two, inflation led to a fast and unexpected cool down, fueled by the largest and fastest rise in mortgage rates ever seen. Taking all of that into consideration, here's what industry experts anticipate for 2023 housing market. The first question, will home prices go up or down? In the past 12 months, there's been a lot of mixed information about what will happen with home prices in the near future. Homes are staying on the market longer. We did not see large influx of new listings in Q4, indicating a return back to the seasonal norms we would typically see for this time of year. Plus, the newest data shows an uptick in price drops for current listings in the later half of 2022. So what does the future hold for home prices? Will home prices fall? With some major industry players calling for appreciation and others projecting depreciation, this is what we can gather. The reality will probably lie somewhere in the middle. For most markets around the country, we can expect to see neutral growth. Current projections average out to 0.1%. However, it's always important to note that projections have a tendency to change throughout the year. The projections for our local market are a bit stronger as we still have high demand and short supply, along with a massive amount of growth in population and new industry. The second question, what's going to happen with mortgage rates? In case you didn't know, this past year saw the largest and fastest rise in mortgage rates ever. So if you're waiting for those rates to go back down to where they were at the start of 2022, you may be waiting a very long time, or in all honesty, indefinitely, as these rates were an anomaly that will likely never be seen again. While most experts agree that they believe the peak is over, what happens with mortgage rates is directly impacted by one huge factor affecting the economy right now: inflation. To make the best predictions about what will happen going forward, the answer is to just keep an eye on what's happening with inflation. The third question, what will happen with home sales in 2023? Last year saw the lowest amount of homes sold in nearly a decade. Total sales for 2022, including both existing and new construction, were projected to end at around 5.8 million homes. So what are experts anticipating for home sales in 2023 so far? With interest rates slowly but surely dropping, yet still high, current home sale projections for this year are 5.1 million. However, there is a silver lining to this projection. Because home sales and mortgage rates are directly linked, there are many factors that lead industry experts to anticipate a rise in homes for sale. According to Lawrence Yun, chief economist for NAR, quote, the upcoming months should see a return of buyers as mortgage rates appear to have already peaked and have been coming down since mid-November, unquote. The other important factor to remember is that while the initial projection is less than last year, we don't know what the final number will actually be. Since experts tend to reproject throughout the year and there are many different factors impacting the market right now, that could change. Like inflation, it's possible to see that initial home sales forecast number rise throughout the year. And the next question, will the housing market crash this year? With the rapid shift that's happened in real estate in the last 12 months, some people are raising concerns that we're destined for a repeat of the crash we saw in 2008. But in truth, there are many reasons why today's housing market is nothing like 15 years ago. One of the biggest reasons this isn't like last time is the number of foreclosures in the market is much lower now. While you may have seen recent stories about the number of foreclosures rising today, context is important. During the pandemic, many homeowners facing financial difficulties were able to pause their mortgage payments using the forbearance program. When the forbearance program ended last year, fear that a wave of foreclosures would hit the market also fed rumors that a housing crash was on the horizon. The reality is, in the graph above, while there are more foreclosures now compared to during the pandemic, when foreclosures were paused, the number is still well below what the housing market has seen in a more typical year, like 2017 through 2019. And most importantly, the number we're seeing now is still far below the number we saw during the market crash, shown in red bars in the graph. And the final question, what does this mean for buyers and sellers for 2023? The 2022 market underwent a major shift as economic uncertainty and higher mortgage rates reduced buyer demand, slowed the pace of home sales, and moderated home prices. But what about 2023? With experts projecting a rise in inventory and a decline in mortgage rates, so long as inflation continues to ease, experts suggest we're heading for a more stable and predictable market than we've seen in the last few years. There is still a lot of motivation for buyers and sellers in the market, and that's not expected to change in the next year. The bottom line, if we've learned anything in the past couple of years, it's that while we can project the future, we cannot predict it. While industry experts don't expect the 2023 housing market to be as volatile as 2022, current projections are based on the current economic status of the country. With that likely to change as the year progresses, we are also likely to see projections adjust along with it. Ultimately, your most important tool is having an experienced agent at your side that has a pulse on the current market. If you have any real estate needs or questions that we can assist you with, my email is laura@azinspiredliving.com. My phone number is 480-628-2563. You can also direct message me on Facebook, just search Inspired Living Collective, or you can direct message me on Instagram. My username is @InspiredLivingCollective. And even if you're not looking to buy or sell a home right now, but you want to learn more about the market, the process, mistakes to avoid, and best practices, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I create lots of educational content. And click on the bell icon so you can get notified when a new video comes out. Or again, just reach out. I love helping people. I love real estate, and thank you for watching.